Aston Martin versus Red Bull in today's Season 2 finale here at Abu Dhabi, Season 2 Round 16. If you missed the previous episode at Las Vegas, I recommend you go and check that one out before seeing this one, because spoiler alert, finally ticking off race win number 1 and for Aston Martin too. I honestly didn't think that would happen, but the strategy worked, and obviously I had the better setup really as well, despite the lack of power as well. We have got an engine supplier upgrade. We're actually maxed out on those, so it's just about trying to get some more of engine power. Also looking for tyre wear as well, but obviously this is the last race, nothing's real. Got the second best Sashi there as well, which leaves us 4th on the grid. McLaren, Alpine and Haas are the only teams that have brought, and Toro Rosso are all the only teams that have brought upgrades to Abu Dhabi. So realistically, this is how we're going to end Season 2. There's not going to be an engine regulation or any regulation change going into Season 3. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in Season 3 when that comes very soon. But first of all, I've been having some more issues with graphics. I think you can see here, for some reason, my graphics decided to become into toast division in practice. Fortunately, I think I've sorted it out. I mean, it's basically back to what it was, unfortunately, so not the best. But basically, what happened here before at the start of qualifying, here's George Russell and there's Nico Hülkenberg. Now, I think that's impeding, but Russell didn't get a penalty. First lap for me, though, was good enough for P16. So, I mean, things could be better. But I should point out, I don't quite know what was going on that first lap. Like, I was improving on my second lap, but the tyre wear was really high, so I didn't actually improve as well for the middle sector. So realistically, new set of tyres. But for some reason, I don't think I had ERS as well on hot laps, because you can see here I'm going in 3 and a bit tenths, and obviously down the straights, that's where hot lap obviously and overtake are going to gain the best time against medium or none, or whatever setting it was on. I don't know, but yes, 2.5 minutes left to go, so we'll try and get from out and ahead. Is that the 2 Alpines? Oh dear. Purple middle sector, ladies and gentlemen. I'll definitely take that. 4.5 tenths up now. Can I get 5? Half a second as we're going through into the middle sector. The final sector, excuse me. Much better since they made those changes back in 2021, I think it was. As well, much better layout through this final sector, much more flow, much nicer to drive, even if it doesn't produce any overtakes. 8.5 tenths, 9 tenths up, across the line, and it be good enough for P11. So that's not too bad. They are 2 by 2 by 2 though, 2 McLarens, 2 Ferraris, 2 Red Bulls. Obviously, Norris versus Leclerc, 18 points difference. I mean, if this was real life, Piastri would be playing the B team role, but of course, this is the game and they don't have that. So yeah, we'll see what I can do though from a length going to time of the race.
Right, it's been a long, hard season. We're almost at the end, but we cannot switch off until after that checkered flag today. Let's try and end today's race on a high note.
I mean, in what universe does in a driver championship finale does your second driver, the driver that you need to help your main driver out to win the Drivers' Championship, take an engine penalty? I don't know. Anyway, race strategy been playing about with this. I'm going to start on the hards because I think everyone else actually is starting on the mediums. So I think that I need to vary this up. Start on the hards. I'll go to the mediums and see how harsh the tyre is. Abu Dhabi, as the weather is glitched again with overcast conditions, unfortunately. 5 lights are out, and away we go. The final time in season 2. Cannot get in front of anyone here at the start. Trying to get in front of Anthony down the inside of him and Ocon as well. That's a good start, but up in front of them. Next up, George Russell. There is a mathematical chance I can actually get in front of Russell in the championship, but I need to get a podium. But down the inside here, up to P7 already. Can I get Sainz as well? Yes, he's been forced out by my teammate. That's a beautiful start up to P6. Here's a replay of this then. It's a textbook manoeuvre down the inside, the hairpin, and then Sainz was just obviously forced out to take the long way round at turn 5, and that was not suboptimal for the Red Bull driver. But Sainz is going to come back. To be fair, this is the best of most I've seen of Red Bull in his final couple of races, so it is promising for them going into season 3. Potentially they might have some pace if they stop bickering amongst each other. Sainz has the tendency to go backwards as well, potentially in races. As Russell, they're having a go at him. Next up, though, for me, actually didn't get DRS from Alonso, but I have got ERS to play with, so I'm just going to burn a little bit of that. We're going side by Alonso and Tsunoda going side by side up the road, of course, and then now we've got the second Red Bull. Russell's been overtaken Sainz there. Sainz let Russell come down the inside, but that inside curb is a cursed curb, basically. If you don't like a cursed curb, it means the traction is poor. Up at the front, Lando Norris is where he needs to be, and it's Charles Leclerc who's behind his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Not that Leclerc really cares, because third is good enough for him too, just like it was good enough for Lando Norris in real life. Round the outside, turn to the inside. That's a beautiful move on Alonso. I mean, Alonso was asleep here. I didn't plan to make this overtake, but I'll make it nevertheless. Thank you very much. Up another position as well. And now I need to try and get Alonso. But look at this. Look at the delta with ERS. I've gained, 3-4 tenths. I've got lower wings potentially than the AI. So I am faster in a straight line here, which is Wiles' purple middle sector in qualifying as well. And of course, because this is one where you get 2 DRS zones here, and I'm just going to make the move here on the second one rather than the first one as well. So yeah, squeeze them off at turn 10, and that's just really a textbook manoeuvre. Here's a replay of this. It's just a textbook manoeuvre to make sure, and then chop across to make sure we don't then go side by side with the AI into the middle sector as well. But Tsunoda's not going to finish there, of course. This is the highest Tsunoda's been in any race, but unfortunately for Yuki, Fernando decided to send it over, and there's that cursed curb, and bye-bye Yuki. As well, Tsunoda though is going to come back on Alonso, and this is going to help me out, an absolute treat. Eventually though, this is the following lap, Alonso gets in front of Tsunoda as well for good. In actual fact, this time it's going to be Sainz that gets in front of Tsunoda as well, and it's even before the braking zone therefore as well. Tsunoda comes back at him, takes the cursed curb, as Sainz remains in front. Now you can see here on lap 8, I'm 1.8 seconds ahead. However,
there appears to be an issue. We're currently investigating.
Remember what I was saying about the curse of the second season Las Vegas about DNFing? Well,
it looks critical. Find somewhere to...
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
I was on for an amazing result here as well. P4, I had the best tyres to come to, the mediums. And to be honest, that is just a shame. I was on for 12 more points there. Instead, ladies and gentlemen, it is 0. And that will be it for Season 2 in terms of racing action that you'll see. Apologies about that, can't do much about an engine failure. Has to happen, unfortunately it did here at Abu Dhabi.
It's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. We'll see you next year when Formula 2 returns.
Not sure what Alex Jakes is on, but I mean, this is F1, mate. Never mind. Yeah, I honestly didn't. I thought I was on for a winning strategy. Alonso takes P4 though, so that's good. But sadly, yeah, I mean, it was a tough order to get. Russell's moved ahead of the Red Bulls in the end. So to be honest, 80 points for Alonso, 100, almost double that for me. Not too bad. We did finish P3 in the constructors too, which is definitely been a good season. It was the gearbox that failed in the end, which, you know, it's a bit of a shame. I know that obviously you can have gearboxes. A bit of annoying that it doesn't auto install a new gearbox every race, but never mind. You know, hopefully that'll be something they look at in the future in F1 27. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for season 2. It has been a little bit of a long one. I do apologise. Obviously, sort of got one episode per week, and I think that's probably going to continue going into season 3, which is coming very soon. Work has already started. I've got 4 of the liveries, I think, done. So I've got 6 liveries to go. I already know who I'm driving for. I already know the driver transfers. It's not that great, to be honest, but that's just a little spoiler for you guys into season 3 as well. There's also going to be a change to the calendar, so stay tuned for that too. But that is where Career Mode takes us a brief break for what can be the final season of Career Mode on F1 25, and that obviously I've talked about this in a channel update. If you're not aware of this, I'm not doing a career mode on the F1 26 DLC. I'll talk about this in a special video further to time, but that's just wanted to remind you about that I just think that the game isn't providing enough story for me personally. There will be a career mode on another game, just not the F1 26 DLC. There will be F1 26 DLC videos though hitting the channel with game experiments, fancy liveries, etc, etc, as well. But yes, I hope you though have enjoyed this season and this video. If you did, leave a like. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's watched this season as well, and of course this video is spending your time watching me race for Aston Martin. As I say, I'll be back very soon with some more F1 25 career mode for the final season of season 3, and some other F1 related content. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.